Alrighty, so we're here on some more frame today. I just wanted to have another session where I talk on a topic and play a game. This one is actually scripted in this case because I want to be able to formulate my thoughts better, and if I try to speak on this topic a lot while playing, I get distracted, I tend to forget points that I want to bring up, so we're writing this one out. But YouTube, it's been around for a while now, and I've recently watched a few videos talking about current YouTube and old YouTube. I believe I started to watch YouTube in 2012, so 14 years ago. Pretty crazy to think about how long it's been. This is important though because it means I got to see YouTube transform over the years, witness its golden era, and end up where it is today. So getting into this, was old YouTube better? From a quality standpoint, no, but from a personal connection standpoint, yes. There is a variety of viral content today ranging from challenges, gaming, documentaries, essays, reacts, drama, and man, so much of this can be trash. I ain't one to use the word slop too much, but it really is that. Drama's the worst one to me. Soulless garbage that just targets other people and stirs up negativity while providing none of the creator's personality. At least Moist Critical tries to be funny while covering drama, but others, it's like watching a news channel providing nothing but bad news because it gets more attention and all it does is bring more unhappiness into my life that I certainly am not lacking on. React channels can be on a similar level if they are just cheap and lazy, but they also can be done well enough. Joe Bartolozzi is someone that I've been watching lately, and he can make an hour-long reaction on a video that's just 8 minutes long, and that's great. That's what needs to be done. Some people might see that and say holy yap, or live viewers will say stop pausing the video or pause counter, to which I say if you got a problem with a reactor actually reacting, I've got a solution for you. It's as simple as going into the description of the video and clicking on the link to the original video. I'm so tired of people complaining about it, and it used to be so looked down upon. Nowadays people are trying to encourage it. Stop it. Get some help. And if you're a reactor seeing this, never apologize for pausing. Please provide your own substance to the videos as well. Anyway, with that ramble out of the way, YouTube today focuses a lot on optimization. Viewers somewhat encourage this because they want to find a video that's worth their time, which makes sense. People value their time and yet throw so much of it away scrolling for 2 hours to finally find a good video. Creators care so much about making the perfect thumbnail to get the most amount of clicks, cranking up the saturation in it so that you're flashbanged when you scroll by it and you can't ignore it. Videos are highly edited or promising some reward at the end to get people to keep watching instead of clicking away. But why is this a problem? Well, besides the fact that attention spans are cooked and this optimization focuses on clicks and attention, it comes off as ingenuine or not authentic. If creators didn't have to care about watch time or click-through rate, do you think they would edit to the same level as usual, or would they relax it a bit? It comes off as doing YouTube for the money, aka as a job, instead of for the love of it and as a hobby. Old YouTube did not focus on this optimization, and so it came off as more genuine and authentic. If you upload a video and it does well, then sweet. But if the video does poorly, not hated, but just not as many clicks, then whatever. It was still fun to make at least. What old YouTube held more of was the you. It was more focused on personality and connecting with the creator, being able to relate to them, whereas today it's like watching a TV show. It was more personal back then, while there is no focus on creators today. Does Mr. Beast content focus on him or whatever challenge he's doing? Basically, if I asked you how much you knew about a certain creator, how often would you say not much? By the way, no shots at Mr. Beast, I'm just using him as an example because he's the most subscribed channel. YouTube was a place to actually get to know more about the people and connect with them, but that has been drifting away somewhat with a focus on the content instead. With talk of creators out of the way though, I want to focus on the platform itself and what you're greeted with. The homepage. It is such a mess now. With old YouTube, you're greeted with a whole selection of videos, and it's been shrinking so much to the point that I wouldn't doubt them showing only one video at a time as you scroll. If you look at the homepage, what do you see? Let me guess. 3 videos, then 5 shorts, followed by another 3 videos, and then 5 more shorts, which you have to scroll to actually see. 1 or 2 of those videos might have been an ad as well. What are the dates of those videos too? 1 year old, 2 years old, maybe a couple months? How many are from channels you've subscribed to and how many are new? It's messy. YouTube has been focusing more on shorts, and I don't mind the existence of shorts. I do think they can have somewhat of a place, but there's too much of a focus on them when long form content is what makes YouTube stand out above the rest. TikTok and Instagram, what do they have? Short form content and live streams, no videos. Twitch, what does it have? Live streams and VODs, no short form and no videos. YouTube has zero competition when it comes to long form videos. videos besides what, Billy, I think it's called? Why try to compete with these other platforms when they aren't trying to compete against you? And I can certainly say that short form content is not the future. Why? It doesn't pay well enough. Vine didn't die because users left. It died because creators were not making enough money. Let's not have YouTube suffer the same fate. Also, short form content. My golly, can it be the poop in my toilet after some buffalo sauce? There is some decent content, but so much of it is either AI generated false information or dragging on to get you to reach the end of the short. There's also a lot of reused content in there. I get some disgusting video on my homepage here and there that talk about how to make money with shorts, copying content, or with AI automation. Worst part is going in the comment sections and seeing people like wish y'all best of luck or respect the hustle. Dude, don't condone this. We're trying to avoid the dead internet theory, not embrace it. Moving on from shorts though and back to the platform itself, subscriptions have been a bit confusing, so to say. A lot of people don't see the point in subscribing if the channel that they subscribe to doesn't have their content recommended to them, which is valid. I still subscribe to channels I really enjoy because it's a method of bookmarking them so I don't forget about them. If I end up not finding anything interesting to watch, I can browse through my subscriptions and check on channels I haven't heard from in a while. It would be good for subscriptions to actually work the way they're supposed to though. The entire homepage doesn't have to be subscriptions. There is a tab dedicated to that after all, but also it is nice to have some new channels shown to hopefully enjoy. Moving on, dislikes are still hidden to this day. Not too sure why it was hidden in the first place. Maybe at least give creators the option to show dislikes. I think it's important for the audience to know if the video is well liked or very disliked. That dislike button is there for a reason, to let the creator know they messed up a video. The audience should know too. Man, I messed up my sentence in here. The audience should know to know if they are in a majority or minority. Well, the audience should know if what was I trying to say right here? The audience should know if they are in a majority or minority. So that's why they should be able to see the dislikes. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. AI is still trying to be implemented. Obviously, there are AI videos which are no bueno, but there are some AI tools in the Creator Studio to generate a thumbnail or video idea or whatever other ideas or descriptions, etc. I don't bother with it at all. It's easy to avoid at least. Last few points to cover here, starting with demonetization. I do think it's important to have this because there still is a line to be crossed on what content should be allowed on YouTube, but it can be a bit too strict. Swears could result in an age restriction or being demonetized, which I think is a bit harsh. Even though I don't swear because that's how I was raised, and really swearing doesn't need to be in videos, I do recognize that it's too harsh for something small like that. Talking about being authentic, this can really prevent some channels from being their true selves. Copyright is an ongoing issue, and again, it is important to have that so that others just don't steal content willy-nilly, even though that's kind of happening, but it's also just too abusable. Strikes are the worst of it, and there are companies that just abuse their power or commit fraud, but also copyright claims can be too strict. Having 10 seconds of a song or soundtrack in a long video should not result in the video being copyright claimed. Claims should only happen if that content is the focus of the video. Last point I have to make about the current YouTube is ads. They're starting to get worse and worse. I don't mind 5 to 10 seconds of ads, especially if I can skip them, but I've started to get a lot more 15 seconds ads that are unskippable or back to back. There are AI generated ones too, of course. I've gotten an ad that's 15 minutes long as well, which is ridiculous. And that's about all I've got to say for now. I don't say any of this to trash on YouTube or other creators because I enjoy making videos and I still like the platform. It's a special place and creators are free to do whatever they want to, as long as it's within the rules. I just wanted to speak on some of the current problems with YouTube and hope the platform improves, and also reminisce on old YouTube because it's been a pretty big part of my life. Anyway, that's all I've got for now. See you on the next video.